Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful recap is finally in for Thursday, July 10th, 2025. In today's episode, Penelope Poppy Nozawa Romy Park has an odd reaction to her daughter's death. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter Sharp Kimberlyn Brown learns that she lost another toe. In the operating room, Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada continues coding. Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda yells out Nozawa power as she uses the paddles to restart Luna's heart. It works. The patient is stable, but has a long road to recovery. Bridget brings up that Lee saved Luna's life, but she can't save her from a lifetime in prison. Lee says one step at a time and asks to be left alone with Luna. After Bridget leaves the OR, Lee is alone with the patient. In a quiet and calm voice, Lee tells Luna she didn't deserve this. It sounds like Lee is going to pull another dead body scheme. Over with Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton surgery, John Finnegan Tanner Novlin is still operating. Steffi Forrester Finnegan Jacqueline McInnes Wood goes to the hallway to meet Hope Logan Annika Noel and Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor. Steffi gives an update and says Liam protected her, just like he promised. The trio go to watch the rest of the surgery. Liam goes into shock, but he is saved. A nurse tells the good doctor that he saved Liam's life. Finn tells everyone that they did a great job. After closing up Liam, Finn goes to greet Steffi, Hope, and Carter. The doctor says the next few days are critical, but he's alive for now. They go into Liam's hospital room. Hope cries as Steffi embraces her. Hope pleads for the father of her child to wake up and be okay. Finn warns that even without the brain tumor, this was a hard case. Liam is once again lucky to be alive. Poppy arrives at the hospital, and Steffi rants about Luna. Lee says they did what they could, but Luna died in recovery. Poppy says she's glad her daughter is dead. Everyone is horrified. Sheila Carter Sharp Kimberlyn Brown wakes up after surgery. She tries to get an update about Liam and Luna. However, Grace Buckingham Cassandra Creech hasn't heard any news yet. Deacon Sharp Sean Kanan arrives. Sheila's foot is numb. Deacon tells Sheila that she now has 8 toes instead of 9. He says he is praying for Liam, but says nothing about Luna. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful was nothing short of chaotic brilliance. Emotions ran high, alliances crumbled, and secrets detonated like landmines across Los Angeles. In an hour packed with staggering revelations and gut-wrenching decisions, 3 characters found themselves at the center of fate's cruel whirlwind: Poppy, Sheila, and Liam. Each faced a defining moment, life, death, and painful survival. The episode opened in the ICU at University Hospital. Poppy Nozawa, still unconscious from her collapse earlier in the week, took a sudden and tragic turn. Doctors surrounded her, frantically working to resuscitate her. Luna, devastated, stood helpless beside Finn, her face soaked in tears. Lee, standing coldly in the shadows, didn't shed a single tear. Despite efforts to save her, Poppy flatlined. It was over. But the aftermath was where the real drama began. Lee's reaction was the first shock of the day. Instead of mourning, she whispered under her breath. Finally, the camera zoomed in on her steely eyes as she turned away from the monitors beeping their death song. Luna, horrified by her aunt's apathy, screamed, "What is wrong with you?" "That was my mother." Lee didn't flinch. She simply said, "That woman brought nothing but disgrace, shame, and destruction to this family. She used men like tissue paper and left everyone in pieces. This is justice." Luna slapped her. Even Finn, torn between professional detachment and personal horror, took a step back from his mother. You don't get to celebrate death, Mom. Not even hers. But Lee remained unbothered. She was poison. Now she's gone. Maybe now, Luna, you'll find peace. Peace, however, was not on the horizon for anyone. Meanwhile, in another corner of the hospital, Sheila Carter lay on a surgical table after undergoing emergency surgery following her attempt to save Steffi from a bullet meant for Liam. Yes, you read that right. Sheila Carter, the woman with more criminal charges than anyone in LA, had thrown herself in front of a gun to protect her son's wife. Doctors managed to save her life, but the bullet had shattered several major blood vessels and bones in her right leg. When Sheila woke up groggy from anesthesia, Deacon sat beside her, holding her hand. "Where's my leg?" Sheila asked in a daze, instinctively reaching down. Deacon's expression crumbled. "Sheila, they had to take it. It was the only way to stop the bleeding." The room fell into heavy silence. "No," she whispered. "No, I saved her life. I saved Steffi. And this is what I get?" Her screams echoed down the corridor. Nurses rushed in as Sheila tried to pull herself up, but her pain quickly overwhelmed her. "Sheila, please," Deacon begged, his voice cracking. "You saved someone today. You proved you're not the monster they say you are." But in Sheila's eyes, this wasn't redemption. This was punishment. And the old spark, that manic, dangerous spark, flickered in her gaze once more. "They'll never let me forget who I was. And now I'll never be whole again." In yet another hospital room, Liam Spencer's unconscious body lay under observation. His coma had entered its third day, following a traumatic head injury sustained during the gunfight. Hope sat at his bedside, whispering stories of their past, her voice barely holding together. "You have to come back, Liam. You can't leave your daughter. You can't leave me." But the real tension came when Steffi arrived. The two women exchanged glances, words unspoken, but thick in the air. "Does he know?" Hope asked flatly. Steffi looked away. "Know what?" "About what happened the night before the shooting. About you and him. About the kiss. The bed." Steffi was silent. Hope leaned forward. "He has a right to remember the truth, even if it hurts us." Suddenly, a tremor ran through Liam's hand. Both women gasped. His eyes flickered. Once. Twice. Then opened. He blinked at the ceiling, groggy and confused. "Liam?" Steffi whispered. His lips parted. Where am I?" Hope gripped his hand. "You're safe. At the hospital. You were in an accident." But Liam's next question pierced the room. "Why were you two crying?" "About Poppy?" Hope and Steffi exchanged a look. "You remember?" Steffi asked cautiously. I remember Luna screaming. I remember a gunshot." Hope tried to steady her voice. "You were hit during the crossfire. Sheila saved Steffi. But Poppy, I saw her," Liam said slowly. "She was running. Then she fell. I think she knew who did it." The room tensed, because no one, not even the police, had figured that out yet. As the episode drew to a close, the show cut to 3 scenes in quick succession. First, Lee at Poppy's bedside alone, muttering under her breath, "No more lies, no more sins. You took one truth to your grave, but I'll make sure Luna never finds it." Then to Sheila, staring at her amputated leg in disbelief, whispering to herself, "They'll regret ever doubting me. I gave them my leg. Now I want something back." And finally, Liam, clutching Hope's hand, eyes wide with sudden realization. "Wait, where's Bill?" He was there. He said something to Poppy right before. Fade to black. Thursday's bold and the beautiful episode was a gut punch layered with emotional landmines. Poppy's death sent shockwaves through the Nozawa family, not because of her passing, but because of the reactions. Lee's brutal honesty, Luna's grief, and Finn's shaken loyalty all collided in one powerful arc. Sheila, meanwhile, may have earned temporary hero status, but the cost, her leg, may push her past the edge once more. Can Deacon save her from herself? Or is a new villain being born from sacrifice? And Liam, alive, awake, and possibly holding secrets that could rip apart what's left of the Spencer legacy, is now the linchpin. What did he see? What does he remember? And what will he do with the truth? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.